Calamify.
Hello.
So we'll just
Right.
get right into it.
Okay, we're so
A friendly, good luck, have fun. It's always nice to see good sportsmanship. But
Right,
backside
Saga versus
mascot
Saga.
off the back into a rust crawler is kind of devastating. Not just a rust crawler, but a Tuskboar rust crawler start. That's
Oh man, that Tuskboar is gonna get
Um,
cycloned. Quite fastly, I reckon.
Yeah, pretty solid
Yeah.
opener from Spirit Friar. He
oh,
definitely.
man, you couldn't ask for a better start versus Ano's start.
Destroy the mask, get Tuskboar. He's going to be able to lay down Lantern Fox here? Do you do? Oh, no, never mind. I thought he already
Oh,
played
no.
him, and he had 2 mana left. I was like, dang, this is going to be a crazy opener.
You don't have enough money. I did just Cyclone. Oh, really? Really?
He's not gonna cyclone.
Okay, maybe he's playing around second Rust Crawler. That's fine. But
2 Rust Crawlers
I mean-
right away?
He wants to buy for the mana springs, I guess, and backing off this hit it with Cyclone Mask doesn't you're not buying for the mana springs with that play. You're forfeiting them to Spirit Friar. So I guess that's his logic behind this, but yeah. Not what we thought he would do. Here, you probably are just going to see a Lantern Fox Primus Fist play, which will be made possible by taking the bottom mana spring. And then the Rust Crawler will be buffed up to a 3/2, which will make it big enough to kill the Healing Mystic. The only thing about that play, though, is that you don't actually get to block A&O from getting the top mana spring next turn, but you don't really have a good way to do that and get your mana spring. So I think you still do that.
He doesn't, at 5 mana, what is he going to do anyways? With the mana spring? Like,
You're
he doesn't.
playing Ironcliff.
I think he's debating whether or not he should to Kaido. I think he should just get rid of the Kaido. It's a 2-drop, sure,
Yeah.
but it's not going to serve any purpose in my monitoring. I think you'd much rather have go into. Actually, I don't know what else is in this deck, so maybe keeping the Kaido is the right option.
You decided
think-
to keep it. Okay,
Right,
you didn't
he-
decide to keep it. If you're not
Replace
going to keep
last.
it, you should have replaced first, not
Yeah.
second. You never know, you might replace a new card that changes your plays. But
Oh man, if you replaced first, I think you would have attacked with the Foxes. Would you? Yeah, probably. I think you would attack with first as well. Like, attack with Fox as well if you replaced first and then use the inner focus.
well, he actually still could have replaced in second. He still could have interfocused with the Fox, but just ended
He
turn.
ended. It seemed like he replaced and ended his
Oh.
turn pretty quickly.
Dude,
Yeah,
the enemy
probably.
general,
Okay,
inner
okay.
focus the Fox, and
And then
then
Primus Fist. It's
Yeah.
perfect. That's a really good play. I'd replace Kaido to see what else you can get. It just kind of weaks just like a 2/3 body.
Kaido just.
You can play Kaido
particularly
too,
well.
though,
Well,
right?
yeah, Kaido's also an option. You could also Kaido, interfocus the Kaido Primus Fist.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
well,
then there's no damage on the Lantern Fox or the Kaido.
I
I like-
can see this too.
Like the Bernie play more.
You don't get as many you don't get as many Phoenix Fires though, and
You may eventually, unless you dealt 4 damage right away and killed it. You're eventually going to get those Phoenix Fires. Either or, Kaido doing some work in here with a Primus Fist is going to be pretty nice. He's going to kill the Rejuvenator right here.
yeah. Either way, he's going to be dealing a lot of damage to Spirit Briar, and he could have buffed up all 3 units if he positioned a little differently.
Here's
So
where
kinda weird.
where's Sword of Mechazor when you need him with inner focus, right? This
Yeah.
is just people just
Do you
don't
play
respect
that
it
as-
anymore.
In the Songhai Mirror, do you play Sword Inner Focus combo?
I think I would against if I know my opponent's running
Primus
a lot
Fist
of
and Kaidos and yeah.
yeah, sure, but look at Aino. I mean, I don't think he would ever want to run sort of
looks
Mechazor,
like
let
we have-
alone inner focus and
Yeah,
thing.
he's got
It
this
looks
kind
like
of
we have a much more traditional Songhai versus some kind of spell high.
yeah
by
with
the four
artifacts.
Magi's
And,
and-
yeah.
Other stuff going on in his hand there.
He's got the, yeah. It's really weird to see Spellhide running all the healing that it is, though. But maybe he's thinking that's his tech cards against other Songhai players.
There's no good play here. Honestly, this is like a, oh my god, please let me live for a couple more turns. Play.
Yeah. And we've seen a couple similar games between one person going Spellhide and one person just going your classic Songhai.
Or 7, 9.
And Spellhide seems to
11.
just be slower and
That's
lags
lethal.
behind, from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's game
Yeah.
1.
That's game 1. Yeah, normal Songhai finishing off Spellhide before they can really get rolling.
That seems pretty normal.
So yeah,
Right.
you gotta wonder if Ano will change up his strategy going into the next game. I mean, or maybe he'll prove us wrong with that strategy.
Maybe he'll put 8
But
gauge
this
Ghost
is-
Lighting in,
This is twice, because
completely destroy the 2-drop opening.
Saiken went up against Spiritfire with a Spellhide deck and lost 2-0, so that Spiritfire moved on to the final, and now we see A&O come up with Spellhigh against Spiritfire, and he's up 2 games already, but I mean 1 because he's already in the
The
bracket.
score is now 2-0. Do you have the scoreboard up?
I do, yeah.
Okay, good.
Just loading the next match.
Going into game 2 between our 2 finalists, Spiritfire and Ano.
Are we calling
One
it
of them
game
will
2 or
be-
game 3?
Calling it
It's game 2.
game 2. It's game 2, technically.
But did
right?
you...
But it's
Yeah, I mean,
2.
we're-
Spiritfire's up 2 games to nothing, so it's game 3.
It's game 2, but Spiritfire's up 2-0.
Yeah.
It should be called game 3 then. You got to say that he
Okay.
won the first game because it's a best of 7. Because if not, you're going to get to the 8th match.
All right, let's see.
'Cause you're gonna
Like
get-
either way, someone's gonna get confused on chat, so I don't see
I
the
think
point.
I think second game makes more sense, but it's not a big deal. We can continue.
All right.
Right. It's 2-0 in Spirit's favor. And yeah,
It looks like Ayano is still playing that Spellhigh variant with the Magi's.
He's running
And-
lots of artifacts though too.
like
You need
lone
the
opening.
silhouette combo with backstab mask. So no rest crawler to start for Spiritfire this time. But yeah, being up 2-0 means Spiritfire needs to win 2 more games to become the next champion, and Ano still needs to win 4 more games in this best of 7.
This is gonna be. He doesn't have his Rust Crawler, so this is gonna be quite hard actually. Still, he manages to get 3 minions out, and Ano has no answer whatsoever. He can Mask of Shadows, kill one, and then Phoenix Fire to the other, like one of the others. That would be okay. Actually, that would be insane.
That's
if-
actually really good. Yeah, you
Okay.
kill two minions.
I think you definitely prioritize.
You
Kaido
prioritize
over-
the
oh, I
Primus
would-
and the Kaido, I think.
I think you would prioritize Kaido simply because it can. It
It
just
has
gives you
backstab
options.
and it's closer. It also is able to grab a mana spring, so Spiritfire can go up to 6 mana this turn if he wants. Which, might be a good idea. 'Cause then
Well,
you
he
play-
can remove the
He can
mask.
double
Flame
Flame
Blood.
Blood, right?
Yeah, Flame Blood, Inner
And then
Focus,
Inner
hit,
Focus.
remove mask.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
the play.
You remove both artifacts that way, so that's definitely the play.
You don't even take the mana springs too because you're not going to use them. And you can use them next turn.
Oh, but Ano's going to be able to use them next turn actually with Silhouette Tracer. You don't really know that though, as
I don't think it's worth playing around.
Prior. Yeah, it's not worth playing around that.
Right, he does place one of the Flame Blood Warlocks in the middle tile, so it can reach both mana tiles, like in terms of reach,
Ooh.
play a minion there. And I think it's trying to if he plays a second one over right next to his general, it would be quite bad against Tracer.
Mhm.
Oh wait, whoa!
Double Blood Rage Mask, Saber Spine.
Ano decides to face him when he is.
Oh, smarking.
I think he's quite a bit behind in terms of board and HP. So this is quite bold.
I mean, next turn he can kind of lethal with Spiral, right? Spiral does 8 plus 2 from the mass plus 2 from the general if he gets the mana
You're
tile.
1 mana short. Next turn he's only got 6 mana. He's not even gonna be able to spiral next turn.
Alright, so Primus Fist plus Inner Focus.
It was a pretty ballsy play.
Yeah, Primus Fist, Inner Focus, Primus Fist. That's why you do. Your Primus Fist, and then
you
Inner Focus,
I
Primus
want to Inner
Fist.
Focus the Kaido. It's a lot stronger to Inner Focus the Kaido because it can get behind him to
Inner
backstab.
Focus get behind.
So you Inner Focus the Kaido, it gets behind, then it gets its backstab off for 4. You Primus Fist, Flame Blood is 3, and Primus Fist is 2. It's yeah, is that lethal? It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was. I honestly can't see myself doing that play when my opponent has so much power on board already.
Yeah, I mean, I could maybe understand it more if you could spiral the turn after, but he couldn't even. He was only at 5 mana, so he'd be at 6 next turn.
I think
So
he
it was
replaced.
just really weird.
I think he replaced the only card that would get him out of that situation, which was Tracer.
Yeah, you needed to trace it
and
away.
look for answers, throw out the game, but instead he chose to face him straight on. That was not very wise against having against a player with that many minions on board. All right, we're going into a game where Spirit Fire is 3 games ahead, 3-0.
3-0 between Spiritfire and Ano. Spiritfire going first again for this time, and he looks like he is going to get the. Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys can't see yet, but.
Yep.
I'll just wait.
Wait. Well, these finals are super fast. Oh, right. That was not a good replace. But damn. Spell Eye is so much harder to play correctly. Honestly, I'm not sure anyone other than Zeus can play Spell Eye at a tournament winning level. I think it's hard to play, but it's still not quite at the level of minion aggro high. I don't think it can match the question.
Garen needs another 2 seconds.
The grand finals just start. We're at game 3.
It's 3-0 right now, and we're on game 3. In a best of 7, starting up 1 game between Friar and Ano. Spirit Friar with the Tusk Force start is pretty good.
Oh, interesting. Oh, turn 1. I use every card opening.
Turn 1, play all 3
but
cards
he's
in
gonna
your hand.
draw 3 cards
So-
here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You're not actually going to top deck mode because the Mana Vortex, one of its effects is it causes you to draw a card at end of turn.
I think, interestingly enough, I think Ano is still playing the same deck because I've seen Kaidos from him.
Yeah, the Mana Vortexes and Blood Rage Mask is a really big giveaway. That I think he's just sticking to Spell Eye. He's confident in it.
I'm honestly,
lost the first 2.
I honestly don't know why he's playing Kaidos as his 2-drop over things like Mystics, because we've seen him. Like I don't think we've seen any other 2-drops.
Do you play
Who's that
Mana
granted?
Forgers in this deck though?
No. Mana Forger and Spell Eye is just inhibiting, because you don't want to look at his card total. He has 3 cards on hand. You don't want to wait to use your cards fast because you're not running more than 2 Heaven's Eclipses, if
It's
any.
too inconsistent, I think.
If you're running like 3 Heaven's Eclipses, I don't think you'll be able to. Your deck will be able to function well enough to be consistent alongside Mana Fortress. So you're running 2 mediocre cards just to combine them together and maybe inconsistently get a good effect out of them.
So once again, Mana Vortex, and he draws a Mana Vortex. So that's his 3rd Mana Vortex that he has in his hand.
Yeah. Well,
Dude's going all out, and he's getting the nice draws.
36 card deck. It's okay.
So is this a Inner Focus Lantern Fox turn?
Yeah, I
Do
think
you
it
care about the
probably
mana
is.
orbs?
You can get a Mana Spring, play Lantern Fox, Inner Focus, and then play Phoenix Fire. It's not really worth it to Phoenix Fire, though. You'd rather just Healing Mystic, right? Because you can just save Phoenix Fire for next turn. Better to develop some board and get that heal.
As opposed to
Do
chip
you
down
heal
the
the Lantern
mask,
Fox here or yourself?
Ooh, Lantern Fox heal seems pretty legit. I think that's
I
the better
think
play.
I like the Lantern Fox here.
I like the Lantern Fox heal.
Even though this
that
matchup is
probably will mean, unless Ano has a backside mask, they'll probably mean a whole nother Phoenix Fire from it.
yeah, like even though this matchup is a race and healing your general is usually the right choice.
Mhm.
Here,
More
like
Phoenix Fires.
getting more Phoenix Fires and getting 2 more damage off of Lantern Fox.
And then he draws another Phoenix Fire and Lantern Fox.
Yeah. Did he... Oh, I wonder why he didn't replace the Mana Vortex here.
Because he's gonna...
Is he keeping it because I don't think...
It's a weird kind of cycle, but he's getting through his library quicker, but like he didn't need the Mana Vortex there to make something cheaper.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
like-
guess he just did it for the one damage
One
off
draw.
Blood Rage, but
Yeah. One
and
damage
the
off
Saber
and
Spine
drawing.
Seal will let him kill Lantern Fox without getting multiple Phoenix Fires again.
There's no easy way to kill this Fox, too. And he still has the Blood
think-
Rage mask.
Yeah. I don't think you kill it. You just kind of ignore it. I think now you start smarking. You can... Unfortunately, this isn't really a good way for you to get that Mana String, huh? But I think you can probably just start, like, Phoenix Firing him. You play your own
Phoenix
Lantern
Fire
Fox, start Tuskor or Phoenix Fire.
Oh no, no Tuskor here really? I don't think so. Tuskor here is a Phoenix Fire basically, because you hit the Lantern Fox once and it's dead. I disagree with that. It's a Phoenix Fire, but it was a better.
I mean, it's
better
a Phoenix Fire
than
that his opponent will have to remove next turn.
No, he won't. Like, he's gonna draw 2 cards at the end of the turn, and then he'll generate another Phoenix Fire off of the Lantern Fox.
Oh, you're right. Yes, he can
And then
take
he dies.
advantage of the Lantern Fox giving him Phoenix Fires to fill his opponent's hand, which
Ooh,
causes
another
us 4 to not return to hand. So yeah, it's a bit of
If he thinks
yeah,
about it.
Yeah, that's not a very obvious play.
I don't
yeah,
think
I
Spirit
agree.
will
Taking
miss it.
advantage.
Oh, he does see it. He does see
I-
it.
Yeah,
won't
he
miss
does see it. He doesn't miss it. It's taking advantage of the kind of There's actually a little bit of anti-synergy between Lantern Fox and Tuskboar. It's taking advantage of that to get the Tuskboar not to return his hand.
He also
Yeah.
wasted a Phoenix Fire, too. The second attack on the Lantern Fox didn't return a Phoenix Fire. Because he had 1 card space available. For the first attack, gets a Phoenix Fire. The second attack doesn't draw the Phoenix Fire, and he's going to lose the Tuskboar.
Yeah, so you didn't need a Tuskboar last turn. You're right. If you just Phoenix Fired instead, now instead of 4 Phoenix Fires, you'd have 3 Phoenix Fires and a Tuskboar, which is a bit better.
Tuskboar is basically a Phoenix Fire. That could have carried
And Tuskboar
Saber
can
Spine
also
Seal.
carry Saber Spine Seal. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the difference. Like Tuskboar is a stronger card than
Oh,
Phoenix
Tuskboar
Fire.
is a better
More.
Phoenix Fire in most cases. Like, unless
Like,
if you're
almost
right next to
all
the
of
wall.
them.
Yeah, if you're right next to the
Alright.
wall.
Ayo,
Sure.
did have Spiral, and now it's gone. He did have it, though, right?
In his hand?
Does he have
maybe-
Cyclomass? That's 4 with Mass. That's 4 to the face. 7. He's nowhere near. He's nowhere
Spirit
near.
Fire
that.
only has 3 damage in hand right now. And if that was a Tuskboar and not a Phoenix Fire, you could Tuskboar double Saber Spine for lethal, right? But he actually can't, and he doesn't have lethal because of that earlier play.
Maybe he
Ooh, is
replaces
he...
into a Spiral.
Oh no, I really dislike Lantern Fox here.
He's saying well played because he's at 5 HP and he thinks it's done.
I mean,
this is
no way to get
This
in.
is definitely a mistake as well. This second Lantern Fox, it will be much, it would have a much bigger impact, like equipping the second Cyclone Mask and hitting him in the face, dropping him to 9.
Yep.
Then you know,
at this point, like you don't. That's a lot faster than getting the Fox out to try to get Phoenix Fires next turn.
to be fair, I don't think there was any way.
That makes it more likely for Ano to have
Saber
lethal
Spine
next turn.
Seal, yeah, that was definitely the correct play because he could have drawn into Saber Spine Seals with and threaten lethal that way.
So Spirit Fire, he already replaced, so he doesn't have a replace left, so he actually doesn't have lethal here. What do you do? Do you have
Kill
to
the
Phoenix
bottom
Fire
fox.
his Tuskbore so he can't Tuskbore you next turn for lethal? Or do you try to Tuskbore Ano and then hope to draw?
He's at 4/6 cards too, but there's not really an easy, good way to give him 2 Phoenix Fires so his Tuskbore doesn't go back to his hand.
So yeah, I think you play. Yeah, I can say Rejuvenator.
He's just hoping
Rust-
now
there's a
to
Flame
draw
Blood.
a
Oh,
spirit.
there's a Flame Blood. So now he has lethal, right?
Yeah.
Although we do see the
Tuskbore did go back to Ano's hand.
Rejuvenator empty
the-
hand, so
The Backstab Mask was destroyed, so Cyclone Mask for range attack loses 2 damage. And so how much damage does Ano have? Double Tusk and Phoenix Fire.
that's also
Yeah.
a small mistake.
Another
Not
Phoenix
moving.
Fire.
Like, remember when I talked? Right, that's also a mistake about the fox. You should always move it to the
close.
middle. Like, if you move it to the middle, there's no way the enemy general can avoid its attack without blocking its path. There's no way. Now he can go 2 up and simply avoid the the bottom
I
fox's
see what you
attack.
mean. Yeah, now you can just run away from the bomb fox. No. So the Rejuvenator out of Ano brings him up to 9. So now Spirit Fire once again doesn't have lethal. And once again, his replace does not help him very much.
Yeah, and these foxes are so close, and he's just, ugh. Cyclone Mask, Blood Rage Mask, plus he's going to be getting Phoenix Fires back from these foxes.
Spirit Fire,
This is-
and remember, Spirit Fire just needs one more win, and he's the new champion. He's the new king of the beta.
Just got to find some way to get to that spiral technique, though. Even using like Flame Blood right now to chip away at this, I don't know if it's the best option because he is so low himself. That I think it's going to be like you're going to have to kill him. It's not about killing the artifacts anymore on top of because there's no good way to do it. And if there is a good way to do it, you're probably also killing him. It's tense. How do you stay alive?
It's like it's weird because you can't kill the Lantern Foxes because they just get Phoenix Fires, but if you
And
don't
he's got
kill
Blood
them,
Rage,
they
yeah.
get Phoenix Fires, and
Oh man,
just like try to turtle.
the Tuskbore misplay is costing him so much right now.
Spirit Fire would have already won and become champion if he didn't make the Tuskbore misplay. Yeah, he just didn't think about it deeply enough about what his opponent would be able to do as a result of playing Tuskbore instead of Phoenix Fire.
It's always
all
usually
those turns
good to
ago.
get a minion on the board as opposed to a spell.
Yeah, like intuitively, I think you think Tuskbore is stronger than Phoenix Fire,
Mhm.
but that's before you see that your opponent can forcefully
3,
fill your hand and stop Tuskbore from
6.
returning.
Mist walking.
So I
is
think it was
another
just kind of like an
damage.
automatic play by him without thinking about it enough.
Did you just mist walking for the damage here? Did he attack
That
with
is
range
lethal
yet?
for Ano. Between the Blood Rage Mask
And the
things
Phoenix
both
Fire.
Tuskboards and the Phoenix Fires
And
and
the
the
range
range attack.
attack.
Yeah, it's lethal.
All right, so fighting, and that's the spell Songhai. So
And we
is
see,
it?
yeah, like these games are so volatile. You make one mistake and it can just be over. No chance to come back.
So it's not a clean sweep.
Nope. That'll bring the score to 3-1.
Okay, I think that's the match.
Alright. He needs to win best of 7, right? He needs to win
He
three more
can't lose. He has to win them all in a row from now on.
in a row.
Ano has to win the next 3 in a row, which
Yeah.
even if he can like transform and become a superior player to Spirit Fire, that's still not easy to do.
Zooch did it, right? Versus
Zooch
Kolos?
did it. Zooch was like 0-3, and then
Was that Kolos
and then
beat Zooch, though?
1-4.
No, Kolos did that to Zooch, right? As Lionel?
Zooch did it, right?
Zooch did it?
Pretty sure.
Huh. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
it was Kolos.
I'm pretty sure it was Zooch.
Ah.
I can like remember Zooch. He's like, oh, I can still lose one more game, and then he switched to Master Troll.
Oh,
High.
Zooch did it
and
in
he
a
lost
in a
that, and
Songhai
he's-
mirror, and Kolos did it as Lionar against Proto Hype or something like that.
Okay, yeah, you might be right. I think Kolos has also did it versus like Elated. He did it versus Songhai.
Yeah.
They've both done it, I believe.
All right, so Songhai versus Songhai, A&O versus Spirit Friar. It is game number 5? Yes, and the lead is...
We were both right.
We were both right.
Going
okay.
into game number 4/5, score 3-1 between Spirit Friar and A&O in this grand final match.
And
Man,
Spirit
that
Friar...
Archon is not doing much work.
Archon, yeah, these games are so
The
quick.
games never
that-
go long enough.
Yeah, I mean, these games are so quick. Does Archon ever get a chance to come out? I don't
To
think
be
it's going
fair,
to ever.
these mana
It's
orbs
weird
have
that
been...
you're still running it.
These mana orbs have been left up every one of these games for him to snag to get out an early Archon. And against these kind of wizards, it's not that bad of a play.
I mean, yeah.
It also crushes Lantern Fox
He
so that
does
it
know
doesn't
his
get 2
opponent's playing
cards.
Spell High, and it is better versus Spell High than.
Why don't you just pay Keshrai then? Too many Phoenix
has
Fires?
3 HP. That's why.
I don't
Because it
know.
just gets Phoenix Fired.
That's
or
But
Tusk
that
War,
Phoenix Fire then
or
costs
anything.
5 mana. Or 4 mana.
That was-
That's a 4 mana Phoenix Fire to kill the Keshrai.
Yes. Just Tusk for it then, and you're trading 2 for 4.
Yeah.
Those
It's
words
just, his stats
the
are
only
just
good
too
answer.
bad.
No, but Keshrai is usually better at preventing lethals because sometimes, at least most of the time, I've tested this with ZZ quite a while ago, but Keshrai in Mirror is absolutely insane at preventing lethals, whether it be Inner Focus, Saber
Sure,
Spine
but it
Seal.
doesn't really
because-
develop like any lethal for yourself, even if it prevents one.
Well,
Oh,
it used to prevent Lantern Fox plus Killing Edge, like you were playing multiple spells on the same turn, or Saber Spine. When you played multiple spells on the same turn, Keshrai gained infinite more value because it's 2 for that spell and 2 for the next spell as well. So it's not just the first spell; it's every spell on that turn. So you were just able to prevent yourself being lethal because they couldn't play 2 spells; they could only play 1.
It still does. Like
Yeah.
you still get a lot of Phoenix Fires from Foxes and use it as burn for the late part of the game for Songhai, turn 5.
Mm-hmm.
When you start Phoenix Firing, that's when Keshrai comes into the equation and you slow down your opponent and you force him to trade with the Keshrai and take the lead. That's how Keshrai works. Oh, one interesting thing. I don't think we've seen juxtapositions from either side.
No,
No.
we haven't. So
Oh, double mana vortex. Interesting. To
So
build a
these
hand.
guys are just duking it out in the middle of the map. There's no minions on the board. Both of them down a good chunk of their HP already, though.
yeah, I don't think Juxt is as aggressive of a card as you want.
No.
That's the right way to phrase it. But yeah,
Oh, they're both playing Mask of Shadows too. You think that Jux might? I don't know. I still think Jux should have a spot.
there's not
Maybe
really big minions though to Juxt behind you. You want to be
No.
hitting his face instead with your mask. Like the biggest
think
minion is Emerald Rejuvenator.
I don't think
Right.
Spirit has masks in his deck. And I think this play is... Oh no, he played it behind spec. I thought he was gonna place it really aggressively on the middle mana tile
Mm.
instead of at the bottom and just disrespect the mask, but you've seen how that ended. It didn't it didn't end quietly.
Yeah, A is
I mean-
probably playing Mistwalking too.
I don't think not anymore, no.
No,
His hand
he's
is
got
just
Silhouette Tracer
pure
though.
heals. Yeah, he must have mask. I don't think he's changed his deck at all during this series. He's going with the same deck.
Well, I think a lot of these Songhai players too are building their deck knowing that they're going to have fights against other Songhai players too.
Yeah, Spirit just confirmed he has no masks.
Yeah, he shouldn't. But Ano seems to I don't think he's changing his deck at all because I'm seeing the
No.
same cards over and over and over and again,
Yeah,
except healing Mystics. I
So
think
here,
the only
here
change.
you've got a pretty good play with Inner Focus and Prime Fist to take out the Rejuvenator. It's
Mm.
not bad. And then you can even follow it up with your own Rejuvenator. I actually like that quite a bit.
And Primus Fist too, right?
Yeah. Primus, Inner Focus and Primus Fist is how you kill the
Ooh,
Rejuve.
what?
Okay.
Wait.
We're
He
just
wants the extra
saying-
damage on his general.
Okay, yeah, I get it now. Actually, that was smart.
He wants
You
the
get an
extra
extra
attack
2
on the
this
general?
general. Yeah, that was smart. Like, this game will possibly end as soon as next turn, or the turn after, right? So
Yeah.
every 2 points of damage is pretty big.
Yes. 3, 8, 10, 12
A
on
little bit
board,
of an
including
in-between
the
move
general.
before you move behind the Rejuve to backstab it.
And then, like,
Oh, he's
typical
playing
thing.
Saber Spine Seal?
Yeah.
He's not going to guard his back
Ooh.
or move away at all?
It just prevents 1 extra damage. Because Rejuvenating represents 5, Kiter represents 4. And
It also
But
prevents
Kaido's
him
going to
from
be
being.
able to backstab him again.
He also had
Oh, man.
Primus Fist too, so killing it on his turn prevents,
10,
you know,
15.
Spirit Friar from playing another Primus Fist as well.
this is exact lethal here.
Yeah.
Oh man, see that 2 damage.
9,
I said
10,
the game
11,
might
12,
end as
13,
early as
14.
next turn. It was no joke. End of next turn. That 2 damage coming into.
Exact lethal into
That
Saber
seems
Spine.
crazy. Not moving. I don't know. That just didn't seem like a good last play to me by But
Actually-
you're opening yourself up to the backstab. Like, you could have at least played a minion behind you or something,
Mm.
or back off. Like, you don't have to kill the Rejuvenator.
It's a Spirit Friar, 4-1
But
in
yeah,
the
Spirit Friar
finals.
4-1's new champion. Congratulations, Spirit Friar. You're the new king of the beta. And you have